It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Buccaneers and the Dirty Birds, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go here in Atlanta. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. If he continues to play up to his potential, this team's going to be tough to beat.
Second down and 8. Here comes Otten in motion. Right back to Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll go again here with Irving. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That one taken in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets, like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Mooney in motion. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. A throw on the move is caught. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That is caught. What a throw. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Buccaneers offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's Godwin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. A give. This is Irving. Irving's got a 1st down, still going. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Irving, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
He finds his tight end, Keith. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Baker. And he'll take it on in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. On play action, Penix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Mike, most of the times, what do we refer to being the blindside protector of the quarterback? The left tackle. But keep in mind, this is one of the few left-handed quarterbacks in the league. So where does that burden fall? It falls on the right tackle. Everything now for this defense is a little bit flipped. That left defensive end working the right tackle. Now he has the opportunity to rush the blind side, and you can see the result.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man's got it. That's Chark. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Atlanta.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Again, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. The Buccaneers offense, and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. On play action, Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pre-snap, the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass. Ball's on target. Nice pickup.
This one caught left side by Evans. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Mayfield. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
You'll get this to Pitts once more.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. He's going to run it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Penix. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Penix to the right. That's Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Penix. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And back deep, it is Trey Palmer. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bucs offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They send him right out of the slot. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And he'll He'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's got it at about the 8, and he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bucs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. On play action, Mayfield. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Second down and 8. Here's Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Baker. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion. Continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Right back to Irving. Irving's got a first down, still going. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll go again here with Irving. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here comes Otten in motion. On second down, a run with Irving. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. Officially a 29-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. McLeod now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the gun, it's Penix.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
To throw is Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's taken in. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. A throw on the move is caught. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Second and goal. Again, it's Penix. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On is Koo for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.